there we go. Look at that, right on time. Right on time. It is 1:45. I'm EnviroBoy. This is my channel. And now we're gonna do some Mass Effect 2. So why dawdle and waste any time? Let's get it going. Let's get this bad boy loading up. Oh man. Yeah, this will be a fun challenge. It's my first time doing two like full streams back to back like this. I intend for it to kind of be my new schedule moving forward. But this is the first time doing it, and so I have no idea what to expect in terms of the longevity of my voice. This is going to be an experiment today. We're going to learn something about my voice quality. And it'll be fun, and we all get to do it together. What you doing, kitty? What are you doing, kitty? No sitting in front of the monitor. That's not allowed. Okay, sitting right there is allowed. That's fine. Alright, we want to just resume. Resume our Me Too ME2 playthrough. Kitty, what you doing? Why are you being a gargoyle over there? At least you're not being a gargoyle on the keyboard. It's gross. Putting a little pucker on my shift key. Ugh. So grody. Okay. What the hell was I doing in this game? I don't even remember. Let's see here. Oh, hey, look at that. We can do stuff. Hey, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here's what our character looks like at the moment. I want to get so the AI hacking. I do want to get that, and then I don't know. I'm not even that concerned about really getting the operative, at least not early on. But I do want to get that AI hacking up there. And so now the question is, do we spend a point right now to get this, or I'm gonna move my phone from underneath you, okay? Because I know what's gonna happen while you're laying on it. It's gonna ding, and it's gonna vibrate, and it's gonna startle you, and you're gonna jump halfway through the air and possibly land on me with your claws out, and it's just a whole cacophony of chaos that I don't think any of us wants to go through. So there we are. Okay, so yeah, the debate is, do I improve my gunplay abilities here, or do I save that and, you know, have the point be available to get some of these higher things a bit sooner? It's always a bit of a debate. I think I'm gonna go ahead and spend it now, just so that way we've got a point in all of them, because like that's a significant number of increases, especially that Paragon Renegade. The fact that you can get another 20% on those is not insignificant, especially when you're trying to unlock whatever dialogue options that you're going for. Sorry, I got distracted there. That was my work phone. Let me make sure it's not an important thing. No, that's not important. I already have a laptop bag for my work laptop, so we're good to go there. I don't need to care about that one. So yeah, we're gonna do this just because I like being able to get those benefits, that benefit early on. Like, that's the type of thing, those types of like increased gain of experience or Paragon points or whatever it is, whenever I'm making a character, I always like getting those earlier. So then you can really maximize them, because that will help you have access to all of these later things or later dialogue trees sooner. And that never hurts when you're trying to optimize a game run through. So, there we go. Just 'cause I'm curious. Yeah, see, 70, and then that'll get you up there. So like those are pretty good ones to invest in early on. They made it worthwhile. At any rate, there we go. So that's all we got there. But that's the thing that's really nice about it too, because like you can see, they got this. You know, it's like your disruptor ammo is like, and the cryo ammo. That stuff's based on your character class. So it's actually kind of nice. Like, it'd be nice if you could have all ammo types available regardless of your class, but at the same time makes it a lot less cumbersome to have to navigate and handle and manage all of your weapons and all of that crap. So I dig it. And if I'm remembering, we just finished off getting Captain Neuroses here. Yeah, we just finished getting Mordin. That's what we finished off doing. So, because we're working on building our team at this point, which is really the game. It's really what most of this game is building your team, and then going after the Reapers. Let's talk with her and see if she's got anything.
But he is like a hamster on coffee. He's going to be a very productive member of the
Miss,
team.
look at how huge her head is with her
How
hair.
may I help you, Commander?
How's the cruise? Anyone
Is
need
there
anything?
anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal.
Ugh.
Anything else, Commander?
No, that's it.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Always just good to.
No messages for you, Commander.
Well, you just said there were messages. Hold on. Oh, okay, here we go. From Dr. Chakwas. This is so funny, the fact that they found an excuse to make this canon as opposed to just sort of like a fun game mechanic. I've done further investigation regarding your facial scarring. In the old age, yeah, she did lie to me. Bitch. No wonder. That's why I will never romance her. That's why. It's an option, but no, I can't date a liar. I'm not a renegade. Negative attitudes and aggressive acts create adverse reactions with your cybernetic implants, while peaceful thoughts and compassionate actions promote healing. If you maintain a positive outlook, I believe your facial scarring will heal on its own. Otherwise, there is surgical equipment we could use to insulate your cybernetic implants. Kitty, I am reading. Put your head right in front of the text block that I'm reading. Oh, you are such a sweetheart. Yes, but there you go. There you go. Move along. Thank you. Thank you. And accelerate your healing regardless of your mental outlook. I've updated plans for the new medical equipment in your research terminal and tech lab. I like the idea that they've found, for some reason, they insisted on making a canon in-game reason for why you would have this like supernatural tendency to either look evil or not look evil. It's really funny. Okay. Oh, we do have the medbay research. I'm gonna go check that out actually. It's down in crew quarters, isn't it? And life support, mess hall, medical. Yeah. I'm gonna go check that out. Check it out. I know, Kitty. Oh, you are so cute. You are so soft and cute. I know, little kitty. Okay. My kitty is being very demanding in terms of attention. But what else is new? I mean, sheesh. Okay, where's this? They said it was in here, right? Medical bay? Do I talk to you, Dr. Chakwas, or the fuck are they talking about? No, we'll talk to her. Oh, I wonder if it's it's in the research terminal and stuff. We did have to talk with her. She wanted some brandy.
You didn't.
We gonna get drunk
I've
with
always
Dr.
regretted
Chakwas.
not opening that original
That's gonna
bottle
happen.
when I still could. I won't make
I know,
the
Kitty.
same mistake again.
I
Why
know,
don't we
I know.
open this bottle right here, right now?
I don't know if you can hear
You
my
and
cat
me.
getting picked up by the mic. She is very chatty right now. Yeah, let's drink.
You crack open the bottle.
Let's get it. Let's get crunk. I know, Kitty. Oh, what a big
I
yawn.
thought Olenko's biotic
You're so
display
needy
might
right
have
now.
broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells,
Kitty.
"That was awesome!"
I'm gonna pick you up. I'll pick you up if you keep doing this.
Oh,
Cat.
Jenkins.
Cat.
Soldiers
Come here,
like
don't
him
complain,
make the
come here.
Alliance great.
My goodness.
Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
Let's not dive into this. Let's not open this can of worms. Let's just say,
To Jenkins, to Presley,
and to these magical space glasses that change color and don't spill when we hold them crooked. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. We're drunk. We're drunk. I'm drunk. That's not the way out, but that's appropriate because I'm drunk. Everybody hoist the sails. We're sailing off to another space planet. Alright, let's head up here. And we're magically not drunk. So didn't you know, that's all it takes to stop being drunk is a nice is a nice ride in the elevator. Let's see, research terminal. Ship enhancements. Medbay upgrade, that's where it is, and I ain't gotten the money, or the platinum. We need more platinum. Always need more platinum. Okay.
No messages for you, Commander.
Oh, really? Is that actually true this time? Kelly? Yeah. The nerve. Okay, let's see, there's another we can do, right? We can get the veteran and archangel. The veteran's really easy. Because that's getting what's his face, Zaid. And his, if I'm remembering properly, all you gotta do is talk with him and he'll join the team. So he's really easy to get on the team. So I'm just gonna get that. Gonna get that. We'll get him right here, right meow, and then we'll get Archangel, which is a badass nickname. Like, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I think it's a rad nickname. I kind of want these two. I like Morden well enough, but I think like when you're collecting your team, I kind of like the aesthetic of it being Jacob, Miranda, and Shepard, because they're like the Cerberus originals, and it's like we're building our heist team. Do I want to change any of these? The singularity projector, I kind of want to keep that one, and the hand cannon. Yeah, just make sure these guys are good to go. Hand cannon and the katana, that's good. And then her, she's got. She only operates with pistols and nothing else. Oh, that's right. I put on my Solid Snake helmet or mask.
Dr. Solis's assistant has been helping any patients with complications. I have also accessed messages between mercenaries.
All right. What a guy.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me.
I appreciate that he said, "Yeah, that's me," and not "Who's asking," because it's like, well, clearly the answer is yes. Because if you weren't that person, you would say, "No, that's not me." It's such a stupid line. Is this so and so? Who's asking? That's a yes. Let's see here. Yeah, how much do you know?
I assume you've been briefed.
I've done my homework.
Don't get
So
snippy with me,
perceptive.
brother. I'm just trying to make sure I don't gotta explain shit to you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care about what he's doing. I don't care about his job. You're here to do a job. I'm here to pay you to do it. That's all I care about.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No, he didn't.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization.
Wow.
Seems he recently
Pretty
captured
big.
an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The
I mean,
company
who
wants
hasn't
dealt with.
dabbled in slave labor every once in a while? I mean, is it really that bad? Ugh, I feel dirty making that joke. I regret making that joke. Never again. Ugh. God, what a bad one. Company wants it dealt with. We can do that.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Zaid, are you actually angry, or are you just compulsively defiant? Like, 'cause it just like, it seems like there's not anything that would please you. You know, and it's like, even someone who's evil would be pleased about getting to do evil things, right? Okay, so we gotta do Archangel, and if I'm remembering properly, somehow I got Paragon points for that, I'm not particularly sure how. But if I'm remembering properly, the Archangel job originates from in the club here with all the dancing spandex ladies. Yeah, there they are, dancing spandex. All right, do I talk with you first?
I hear you're recruiting.
Yeah, there we go.
Why don't you step inside?
Oh, that was a worthwhile
You're gonna
cinematic.
pay
I'm
when
glad
the
I
job's
talked to
done,
you.
Just like everyone else. Who's next? Well, aren't you sweet? You're in the wrong place, honey. Strippers' quarters are that way.
Oh man, I so want to, but we're trying to be
Wow, not even a
we're trying to be
smile.
Paragon
So
here.
you're gonna fight then?
I like that like you made assumptions though. Like what a dickhead. That's why I wore the mask. God damn it. This game, man, it's literally unplayable. All right, got looking for Archangel.
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
place.
I almost feel like Shepard's intimidating lines work better through the mask because it adds that like voice filter thing to it. It makes it feel less forced somehow.
Member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse of the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer. Period. Any questions?
No, not
Where
really.
do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Let's see if I'm remembering properly.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
Yeah, here we go. We can offer some help. Yeah.
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
So does Archangel.
I can handle myself.
Yes, so you
Besides,
think.
I just spent 50 credits on this pistol, and I want to use it.
Get your money back.
Hey, Woody!
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
Yeah. Take that. It's always like, that one's always a funny one to me because it's like, in the long run, yeah, it's a good thing, but the flip side of it is like, I do kind of feel a little shitty about like, and I think it's mainly just like a slight failing on the graphics of the game because they don't really have a good visual distinction between adults and children per se for like in these games. Let me see. I need to make sure I'm heading. Yeah, we got to go to the transport depot. See you, kitty. Yeah, they don't have like a strong distinction, so it feels more so like I was just being a dickhead to some adult who's like, dude, I need money, like just trying to get a job. Let's see here.
Omega, what a piss hole. At
Wow.
least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
Alright, whatever.
I'm on the mission.
I hope you're ready. Archangel's been annihilating you freelancers.
Let's do
Ready
it.
when you are.
Get in.
Off we go. Alright, I kind of want Zaid, just because, like, he's a badass fighter dude. So, let's add Zaid there. Let's do... I don't know. Like, I'm not actually a huge fan of Miranda, but I think she's a more interesting character than Jacob. So, also, this, like, alternate outfit looks fucking badass on her. So, yeah, let's do it. These two look, of all of them, these two look the most ready to go into a war zone, which is kind of what we're doing here. So, I think thematically it's appropriate. I need to check Zaid's equipment to make sure he's got everything. Give him the Collector, the Thematic Heavy, or the Avenger. Let's see. Use the same principles as a human assault rifle, but its organic components clearly set it apart. Its power source seems to be an internal organ with biotic capacitance, which is just like, that's so badass. It's such a cool concept. Metallic enamel that strips shields off enemies with deadly efficiency. I kind of like it, the idea of it being able to strip shields. It's a pretty handy thing. Yeah, let's just give it to him. Let's give it to him. Why not? Alright, there we go. Let's do this. Let's do this thing.
It's about time they sent me someone who looks like they can actually fight. They tell you what we're up against?
Not
The
really.
recruiter was a little vague.
Yeah, let's just get some more
We
info.
wouldn't get many hires if everyone knew the truth. Archangel's holed up in a building at the end of the boulevard over there. He's got superior
Is it a boulevard of broken
position, and the
dreams?
only way in
Sounds
is
like
through
it if he's
very
killing a lot of
exposed
people.
bridge. It's a killing
Saying.
ground,
You could maybe make a
but he's
theme
getting
song about it.
tired,
I don't know.
making
Just
mistakes.
spitballing.
We'll have him
It's probably a
soon
dumb
enough.
idea. Probably would never be a good song. Alright, yeah,
You
sounds
guys
good.
have a plan?
A small team is waiting to infiltrate his hideout, but we need to draw Archangel's fire so they can move in.
And that's where we come in.
Exactly. You'll be on a distraction team. Head straight over the bridge and keep Archangel busy so the infiltration team can sneak in behind him.
Okay.
That's goddamn suicide.
Pretty much. But you look like you can handle it. Head up to the boulevard and get to the third barricade. Talk to Sergeant Capper. He'll tell you where to go in.
That's a fair thought, Prince John. Respect the person who had to go look up what would the expressions of a six-eyed alien look like. And yeah, I had to do like the. I feel like the concept would be fairly simple. You just cut and paste, but then making it actually look like somewhat believably realistic Like, yeah, that would take some doing. That takes some imagination.
I better go find Sergeant Kafka.
Good idea. Watch yourself on the boulevard.
Yeah, that would definitely take some
Archangel's
take some
killed
effort.
dozens out there already.
I do like that Mass Effect kind of leans into the Star Trek approach of like all aliens are just humans in a rubber mask. I really like that. One thing at a
Let's
time.
find him first. Then we'll figure out how to get back.
Hell yeah. We're too cool to plan ahead. Fuck that. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. No, don't get stuck on the world. Don't do that to me.
I've scanned the area, but I am unable to plot any other paths to Archangel. Guess we're going with the Mercs. The heavy mechs and gunship possess considerable firepower. Weakening them before leaving will improve.
I love the idea of a city that is like so fallen to the dogs that there can just be a war happening in parts of the city. You know, parts of the city where like citizens live and no one really gives a shit. Like it's just happening. And everyone's like, yeah, another day, another beautiful sunrise in Omega. The bullets are flying, the ricochets are zinging. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Real sophisticated place to
As
live.
the first wave goes in, the infiltration team will attempt to take Archangel by surprise.
I feel like I remember.
Need something?
No.
Sorry, my mistake.
Freelancers.
Yeah, who would hire freelance? Oh, wait, she's talking about me. Tarek. I've spoken to Garm. It just sounds like they gave up naming him midway through the name. Just call him Garm. And he and his men are on board. Assuming this operation is successful, we can count on high morale and extensive buy-in from the men. From the losses we've already taken, possibility exists that we won't have the men needed to continue on the next objective. It's clear, though, that none of our organizations would be ready to move on Aria without the assistance of the other two. Aria! I've got some interesting intel! She gonna want to hear that. Okay, if I'm remembering properly, yeah, like around here there's some interesting stuff we can do. Ooh, yes! I always used to love this game. I used to think this game was so much fun. Or wait, how do I select it? I forget. Oh, it's gonna be the space button. That's right. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just like I always find this one to be so satisfying. Assuming that it actually gives me the pieces that I need. There we go. Oh, there's our purple one. Boom. I don't know why. I don't know why this one just clicks with me, but I like it. Get that. Gotta get that. Yeah, so we can start the bypass for the friend or foe stuff. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. And then boop, D, boop. There we go. Yeah, you can like set up all the stuff to be in our favor here.
That should slow them down.
Perfect. It'll be hostile if they activate it.
Yeah. Take that, you gangs. Let's see, is this the place? I think there's like one more opportunity. Maybe it's this. There's Garm. There's the guy. I don't know that there's going to be anything for us to really talk about. Look at all them. What are they called? Vorcha? Was that who they are? They're weird.
You're in the wrong place, freelancer.
Okay, bye.
All right then. Guess I'll be going.
It's like, oh, I thought you'd be a bigger dick about it. Whoa! Whoa! That was like some horror flick shit right there. Oh, sweet. One. Doop-a-doo is our green stuff. No, we need lots of green text. I think that's green. Could be wrong. It looks green, but then again, I'm not very good at seeing green, so you know. There we go. Just walking through a war zone, you know, it's whatever. It's no big deal. Isn't this the other one that like we can?
Kafka?
I think this is stuff where we can like sabotage the ship. But it like counts as a renegade. I think.
Sergeant Kafka.
Are you military, or did you guys just make up your own
Group
titles?
Salky mentioned. You're just in time.
Yep, I'm here.
Were you waiting for us?
The infiltration team is about to give us a signal. Archangel won't know what hit him.
I
Any
think so.
questions? This may be your last chance.
Oh, are we gonna ask the question? Oh, we gotta wait for the smoke to fill up the cinematic. Yeah, we had to wait to make sure we could do that before we spoke.
Tarek doesn't pay me to fight. I just plan the attacks and fix the damn gunship.
Oh, so you're
freelance
worthless.
get the privilege
Gotcha.
of-
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were a little bitch. It's fine, it's whatever.
Check. Bravo team, go, go, go!
Like, yeah, let's go kill a man.
Archangel's got quite a
Not really acting with a whole lot of
That's
speed or
that means no
conviction
more
there,
waiting
were
for
they?
me. Gotta get her back to 100% before Tarek decides he needs her again.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm not really trying to do a renegade thing, but I'm gonna do it.
You're working too hard.
Boom! Boom. Dick move, but in this situation, just every once in a while, it's worth it.
What the hell
It's
are
worth
we
it.
waiting for?
It's a real dick move.
Come on, we'll give these guys a surprise of our own.
They've seen us.
Haha. Haha. Or am I? Ha 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 ha. 5 whole renegade points. Which is actually kind of a nice thing. Like, it's really not a big deal. It's nice that they made it in this one too. It's not a big deal because it doesn't take away from your Paragon points and efforts. It just adds to your renegade bits there. And so as long as you don't do too many of them, it really doesn't impact your character at all.
We can use this.
So I dig that. It kind of gives you the options that way you can kind of play both sides of the aisle if you want to. Ow! Hey, screw you. Screw you too. There you go. Hey, buddy.
Archangel,
Here we are, just a couple of jackasses with our masks on. Wow, they made this. This is a lot darker than I remember it being in the original. Maybe it's my brightness settings or something like that. Who could it be? Oh my god!
I thought you were dead.
How does he know it's me? This bullshit. I'm wearing a mask. Everyone automatically knows it's me. This is the worst mask.
Garrus, what are you doing here?
Just
Yeah.
little target practice.
You okay?
Been better, but it sure is good to see a friendly face. Killing mercs is
See, now I know he's just talking bullshit because he can't see my face at all. It's bullshit, man. It's bullshit. This game literally unplayable. Yeah. So now what?
What do we got here? But I don't think getting out will be as easy.
No, it won't. That bridge has saved my life, funneling all those witless idiots into scope. But it works both ways. They'll slaughter us if we try to get out that way.
So we just sit here and wait for them.
I
to
think
take
we
us
should
out?
just like
It's not all
head
bad.
first storm
This
into
place
it,
has held them all.
just to prove that we're better than them.
And three
Like, that's my vote. Like,
I
fuck them.
suggest we hold this location, wait for a
We could
crack
take them.
in
We could
their
take all of
defenses,
them.
Take our chances. It's not a perfect plan, but it's a plan.
Yeah, D. All right. Yeah, they won't
If
get
we
through.
fight as a team, we'll hold them off.
You're right. Their numbers won't help them in here anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're up to.
Yeah. My man Garrus. My man Garrus.
Looks like they know their infiltration team failed. Take a look. Scouts. Eclipse, I think.
They got them robots.
That looks like a lot more than scouts.
Indeed. We better get ready. I'll stay up here. I can do a lot of damage from this vantage point. You You can do what you do best.
I love that they like offer that lineup so that way it's like makes Shepard sound like a badass without like committing you to what type of attack you're supposed to do. Because it's like, if I snipe best, then I'll just snipe. I like that one that's T-posing right over there.
Nice shot.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Heads up, they're deploying snipers.
Deploy your mom's snipers. That's the opposite of sniping, using a goddamn rocket launcher. I guess I don't. Well, would that be the opposite of sniping, or would like a shotgun be more so the opposite of sniping? Alright, oh shoot, I'm out of ammo for this. But not anymore.
Eclipse mercs have made it into the base.
Yeah, but let's take out a couple more of these guys first. And then we'll deal with all of them. Wow. Language.
One less to worry about.
Eclipse mercs, rear stairs.
Okay, fine. Hold on. Let's pull out. No, we'll save that one. Let's just pull out the hand cannon. Fuck it. Hey, ding dongs. Yeah, you better hide. Come on, peek your head out there, ding dong. I know you're there. Again, language. Ow! Fuck your combat drone. Ow. Ow. What a dick. Hold on, let me kill him. Damn it! You kill stealing whores. That was a very okay. So that person, the way they flew there, that after me shooting, wow, look at them go! Wow, these guys are like real spastic when you shoot them. But that one guy flying backwards the wrong direction, that made me think of what was it, Django Unchained? They like shotguns the one lady and they go like flying through the door at a completely different angle. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh no! They've got a big robot. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Oh no! I can't believe they're using the big one. Lol.
Nice shot.
Thanks, robot. My robot friend. The robot's like upsettingly ineffective, but that's okay, at least it's not shooting us. Boom! You got hit in the chest with a rocket, you freak. How are you still standing? Like, even if the shields kept you alive, you should have been blown back by that. I mean, my god. How am I doing on ammo? I might have to go reload on. Or get some more ammo in a minute. Got one more. Alright, let's see. Reloading.
Firing now.
I don't know if they were still alive or not. They were still targetable for a second there. Go. I love this. Like, you can tell they really improved the combat system because I really am not reliant on being able to stop everything and use my powers to have success. Like, if you want to just enjoy the gunplay, you have that opportunity in this one, which is definitely a step up from the first. I'm really glad for it.
Come find me before they regroup.
Oh, don't tell me what to do. Vindicator. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, yeah, well, in a second. But first I need to pilfer all this shit from here, because apparently, Garrus, you're really bad at taking free things. So, that's why you need me.
You're
Alright.
kicking ass, Shepard.
You're damn right.
Touched me. And we got Jareth in the process. Been hunting that little bastard for months.
I don't care about
We've
Jareth.
still got blood pack and blue suns left. Think we can make a break for it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Let's see what they're up to. They've reinforced.
Oh
the
shit! They have a
outpost
nuke.
heavily, but they're not coming over the bridge yet. What are they waiting for?
Mom. Oh no.
The hell was that?
Damn it! They breached the lower level.
I always love the
Well,
fact
they
that they
need to
just
break
kind of like,
eventually.
there's no screen or anything. They
better
just
get down
like
there,
tap their glowy thing and
I'll
suddenly
keep the
they
bridge
know
clear.
everything. It's really funny. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's split up 2 and 2. Keep one of my team here.
I mean, like that really
Sure.
just makes sense.
Who knows what you'll find down there?
No, it makes sense. Let's leave Zaid here. Like I feel like they're just like a pretty badass merc team, and knowing Miranda and how abrasive she is, like it's probably best to just keep her with me, so we can then like for an actual proper introduction,
Saeed, stay with Garrus. Keep him alive.
be there to
Roger.
sort of
Thanks,
nurse
Shepard.
things along.
You better get going.
All right.
We're on our way.
Go down a level. The basement door is on the west side of the main room.
I like
behind
that even though I didn't ask
Radio
for the
directions
instructions, they
should be
made sure to give me
You've
the
got to
instructions
get
anyway.
quick. Good luck.
Crying out loud. They must think I'm pretty incompetent. Let's pull out. Let's pull out our standard one, like machine pistol or whatever this thing is. So we need to go down into the basement over here. Over here. We'll open up the med kit. Oh yeah, look at that. They gave us if we needed it, the option to update our equipment. I'm on it.
Commencing shutdown.
Oh god! They snuck one in, the little bastards. Alright. That's okay. Hold on, we can probably make better use of, or make good use of this bad boy here. Ow. That was pitiful by me. There we go. Randy, you had to choose the one breakable bit of cover there, didn't you? Alright, so we gotta move in, if I'm remembering properly, because they'll just kind of keep on spawning.
Find the large shutters and seal them.
Miranda, I could really use some cover here if I'm going to work on this here. Whoops, uh-oh. Oh no. Hold on, let's get the hand cannon. Okay, I might have goofed. I might have gotten a little big from my britches there. Yep, I might have gotten just a little bit big from my britches. Might have gotten a little confident there. It happens to the best of us. Let's see how far back this was. I do appreciate that they did it this way, where the autosave function is much improved. There's no doubt about that. Let's get the cover. Try and be a bit smarter about inching our way up there.
Here we go.
Clear out a few guys. And I want to sprint over here and get into cover. Yeah, I can be smarter about all of this. Certainly an option.
Find the large shutters and seal them.
Working on it. Oi, you. I think you need to die. Is Miranda down? God damn it, Miranda. You know, where's my Unity? There it is. Ow, what the hell?
Firing now.
Oh, as they got their attack dogs there. That's why. You can't hide from me, as I'm like completely out of his sight because I'm hiding. I'm aware, Garrus. I would appreciate if you not judge the fact that I'm taking my time. Oh god. Oh, good. Looks like there's a bot in the chat. That's fun. Right in the middle of a firefight, so I can't figure it out. I think that's a bot. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on with that thing. And they're saying something that is like 100% not related at all to what's happening on the stream. Oh, you are a viewer. Okay, all right, I'll trust you. I don't know. I was confused by what you said there, man. I was like, oh, a whole race's career. I thought you said a whole racer's career. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's no race happening here. Okay, all right. Oh, God. Dude, I get hit by bots all the time. I'm a nobody streamer. And so, like, fucking bots come in. That's like half of my comments. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I apologize. That was rude of me. Let's start again. How's it going? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I'm just so distracted. Hold up. There we go. Okay. I gotta get the shutter going here. Ow, uh-oh. Miranda, I do not appreciate how little coverage you are offering me here. There we go. We got the shutter. Okay. Alright. All that. Okay. That's awkward. That's a really good way to build an audience, isn't it? Insult every viewer that comes in here. God damn it. It's like fucking I'm sitting here like, why doesn't anyone watch my stream? Oh God, fuck this. Alright, hold up. That's actually a good question, Prince John. Like, yeah, I don't know how Twitch works. I don't know if it's an automatic translation or not. Alright, here we go. I'm going for it! Oh my god! Oh, why would you not have that automatically reloaded? This game being goofy. Oh god, the corpse is dancing over there. Let's hop over here. Oh god! Oh, no, I'll kill you first. Hold on. He can't touch me. Whoa! That's not how I meant for that to go down, but I'll take it. You know, this game and it's like freaking weird ass reloading system. Hop over, run after it. Get down and cover. Where is he? Damn it! Oh my god, this stupid thing, and it's like refusal to reload things quickly. Whoop. Let's get over there. Get to it. Boop. Hold on, we can get.
More trouble on the bridge. I can't keep up.
Well, maybe you and Zed together can keep up then. That's why I left him there. So needy.
Get back here, Shepard. They're coming in through the doors.
Rip them to shreds! Watch my back. I'll deal with Archangel.
It's going quite well for them, isn't it? Alright, hold up. Oh, I need something other than this out. I need to whip something else out. If you catch my drift. Oh. These guys and their dogs. Alright, hold on. I've got actually like a tool that's helpful for this type of scenario. Hold on. Okay, we got him. Why have you guys not killed him? If he's looking at me, why aren't you guys just unloading on his ass? Like, literally on his ass. Oh god, oh lord, here he comes. Guys, if you could just unload on him, why are you not just absolutely unloading on this guy right now? If he's gonna stare at me and charge at me. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Garrus. Ding dong. Okay, is that everything that we need to do? Okay.
Tough bastards, but I've seen worse. And we took out Garm and his blood pack. this day just gets better and better.
All right.
He was one tough son of a bitch.
Yep.
Only the Blue Suns are left. I say we take our chances and fight our way out.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Tarek's got the toughest group, but nothing we haven't faced before. Besides, he won't be expecting us to meet him head on.
Heads up!
God, it's the timing of everything. Hold on, this is gonna be a good. I want to try the heavy. I want to see what this does for us.
It, but not completely.
Watch your back, Shepard.
How does this thing work? Whoa! That's fun. Whoa! That thing is rad. I want the ship to show up again. Yeah, it's like the Singularity gun. This thing is rad. It's so fun. Guys, can you just like... I took out, with one gun, I took out so many things. God damn, where's the fucking ship? I want to take the ship out with this thing. You guys handle the infantry, okay? I want to use this. God, they are so useless. They're so useless. I gotta do everything. Don't I? Yeah, get out of here. I love the groin shots. Right in the pelvis. Oh, excuse me. It was a hiccup, not a burp. Just because I felt like it. Get him in the head. Boom. 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 Am I the only one shooting at this guy? Come on, guys. There we go. Alright, come on. Where's the frickin'... Oh, okay. I guess I locked out. Oh, that's right. They needed to force this so that way we can get the pre-prescribed injury to Garrus. We were obligated to do this. No, well, it's okay. We'll take him. I like that. Like for the cinematic, I'm holding an assault rifle, even though I don't carry an assault rifle. All right, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Here it is. Here it is. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, get into cover. What are you doing? Kabloomers! Aw, that did a disappointingly small amount of damage. Ah, it's not gonna hit it. But it'll mess with everyone else there. So that's fun. Alright, hold on. Because my teammates apparently equipped the rubber bullets instead of the real ones. Gotta make sure that guy dies. So, okay, it's gonna be over there. Is it gonna stay over there? Long enough for me to get one of these bad boys off? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Explode. Go Splody, go Splody. Did nothing. God damn it. Fine. Let's shoot it with a pistol. Who cares? It's whatever. Ow, what the hell? Teammates, you're allowed to shoot too. Do you understand that? I hate my teammates. Yeah, there we go. Okay, fucking god damn it. Why the fuck does an exploding black hole gun do less damage than a stupid pistol to a ship? I don't understand anything. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
We're getting you out of here, Garrus. Just hold on.
Hold on, Garrus! Oh god, they made the Foley so much more noticeable. With him, with his gurgling and stuff. That's twisted. It's kind of messed up. Thanks for the confidence, Zaid. Okay, all right, hold on, real quick. I need to go to the bathroom. I've been drinking a lot of fluids, which is good for me, but I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm not even gonna do the be right back thing. I'll be back in like, you know, however many seconds it takes for me to void everything. So I'll be there. I'll be back. Just sit tight. Just sit tight. Don't go anywhere. I love you. What'd I miss? Did I miss anything? No. Okay, I'm back. Of course I didn't miss anything. It's my own stream. The fuck would I have missed? Maybe I missed another person stopping by that I thought was a bot. I saw the translation thing and I thought it was a link. So I was just glancing. I feel like such a dick. That was funny. That was real funny.
Shepard.
Tough son of a bitch.
Sup, bruh?
Didn't think he'd be up yet.
Garrus, why don't you get some not damaged armor? I don't understand. Ha, good natured Ribbon. We're friends.
You're always ugly. Slap some face paint on there and no one will even notice.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Damn it, my face is barely holding together as it is. Some women find facial scars attractive. Mind you, most of those women are corrupted.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Krogan women are badass. You want a strong woman in your life? Then bada bing, bada boom. There you go. Kick ass.
These past few years.
Let's see here. Yeah, we'll say.
That's why I'm glad you're here, Garrus. If I'm walking into hell, I want someone I trust at my side.
You realize this plan has me walking into hell too. Just like old times.
Look at that swagger that he's got. What a cool guy. What a cool guy. He's a cool guy. Alright, so we got Archangel. I wish we could make fun of him for that nickname. Archangel. The fuck? Why the fuck would you choose such a stupid nickname? Just like give him shit every chance we get. Alright, let's see. Can I afford any upgrades? We can do the rifle weapon. Or assault rifle damage. Which I'm assuming would be good. Yeah, squad bonus plus 10% damage. That'd probably be good. That'd probably help with my consistent complaints during combat about my teammates doing nothing. Hi, Kitty. You gonna come over and hang out? Or just get in the way? I guess they're kind of the same thing for you, aren't they? Two sides of the same coin. Because you are Cat. And that is what Cat does. Alright, ship enhancements. I don't think we can, yeah, we can't do the med bay one. We need more platinum. And then the prototypes, there's a lot of prototypes. Like the armors and stuff are like cool, but I don't want to waste resources on those right away. Those are things that I'll pick up towards the end. Because I honestly won't even use them. I prefer to just do my custom like paint jobs and stuff as my jam. The Eviscerator shotgun isn't a bad one. It's not for me, but for teammates it'd be a good one to have. So let's go ahead and grab that. And then the missile launcher, I don't really use it, so I'm gonna save the stuff for now. The heavy weapon ammo wouldn't be bad. What are we missing for this one? Requires one more heavy skin weave upgrade. Okay, so we aren't quite able to do that one. The avalanche, we need more heavy weapon ammo upgrades. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I know. Hi, Kitty. Such a sweetheart. I know, Kitty. You are so cute. You are so cute. Alright, I don't know. I feel like actually what's more to the point, hold on, is these wouldn't be bad. Getting the med gel capacity. Let's do that. One more for that. Let's do oh yeah, the trauma module is a good one. Tech damage is also a good one, and because it's so inexpensive, let's grab at least one tech damage there. Trauma module, tech duration. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that trauma module. That's actually a pretty handy one to have, giving them all the full health. That's a really nice one to have when I'm in the thick of it and I need my teammates to wake the fuck up and help me out. That's a good one. I don't think I can afford any others. Nope, can't afford any others there. Let's go ahead and do this a little bit more and get my teammates a bit more up to code. What's up, Kitty? She's like, I want more attention. Stop playing game and give me attention. I am Cat. I deserve attention. And then I don't think I can really afford anything else that I want right now. Could do that heavy weapon ammo, which will open up the avalanche. I mean, I guess I might as well. I've got the resources for it. Let's just do it. Because we'll by the end of it, I'll have plenty of resources. Because the resources come from searching all the planets, which I always do. So, yeah, I don't care about those armors right now. Those are the ones that I am going to hold off on. The avalanche, the Mass Effect containment bubble, this proof of concept large weapon technology is effective against armor shields and biotic barriers. It's named the Cryoblaster. It's like, I feel like this one's supposed to be like an ice version of the one that I was just using, so it'll like create an ice explosion rather than a fire explosion, which is fun. And I like the concept of this being good against shields, biotic, and armor, just because that'll make it really good against any sort of like big weapons or big mechs or anything like that, which is what I would reserve it for anyway. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do that, so that way I can use it. And I think that'll be good for the upgrades. Upgrade. We found 3,472 entries for upgrade. So then, let's see here, and then just so I don't forget about it, I want to put that avalanche on there. Okay, alright, so that's good for now. Now let's go see if Kelly's going to lie to us about whether or not we have messages.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Oh, have I? Have I really, Kelly? We're going to find out. Oh, wow, I got 3 of them. Okay, alright, Kelly, you're on point this time. Reports tell us you've been operating in the Omega Nebula. We'd like you to look into a situation on Lorik, a nearby planet on the Father system. Scan the planet for a base where we believe Eclipse Mercs are... Why is that even a scroll option? That's absurd. Scan the planet for the base where we believe Eclipse Mercs are holding one of our operatives. You should be able to detect the operative's transmitter. Extract the operative. If the operative is beyond rescue, recover any relevant intel that Eclipse may have collected. This is a very delicate matter, Shepard. We trust in your discretion. Alright, good to know. John Whitson. Hey, Arya gave me this address. I think I met you at Afterlife on Omega. You stopped me from joining up with those mercs who are... Yeah, there it is. Trying to take out Archangel. Man, I was so pissed off at you. I got blind drunk the next night, and it was a few days later before I got it together enough to check. It hasn't been a few days. It's been, well, I guess Timeline probably would have if Garrus was up and walking around again. Anyway, I got together enough to check the news article. Don't you lay down on the keyboard. Don't you do it. You know better. You know better. Okay, just come hang out on my lap. Stop being such a turd about this all the time. If you want attention, just hang out on my lap. Or if you don't want attention, go on your blanket. Cats, am I right? God. I know. Listen, the mercs have gotten killed by... all those mercs have gotten killed by Archangel. I don't know who you are or if you got out there alive yourself, but thanks. Felt really stupid when I heard about the body count, and now it could have been part of it. I'll make the most of what you did for me by being a male gigolo. Marcus Red. Commander, I wanted to thank you again for saving me from those Batarians. I thought I'd seen the worst of people's anger. In the fear of Dr. Solis' clinic, I had no idea how much anger his work was keeping in check, how bad it really was. If not for you, I'd be dead. Thank you. The clinic is doing well. You got rid of most of the plague, and I've been able to handle the rest without too much trouble. The Blue Suns keep offering to take over security here. I keep the mechs powered on. I won't make the same mistake twice. Thanks, Daniel. You're welcome, Danny. Alright, I don't want to review my upgrades. It seems like a silly thing there. Okay, I'm going to talk to her and make sure that no one else has any sort of like character side missions ready.
His injuries look painful.
Garrus is good.
He's a soldier. It'll take a lot more than that to keep him down.
There's something about him. Just want to hold him close.
Girl, go get it.
It'll be all right.
Go get it. I'm not ready to commit Shepard to the Garrus romance. I haven't really decided what we're gonna do with Shepard this run through. We did commit to what's her face, Liara. We did commit to Liara. We had naughty times with Liara. And so I kind of like that. Always presents a bit of a question mark into when you do the romance in 1, because if I'm remembering it properly, none of the romance options remain available in 2, but then they can possibly come back in 3. So it always that always ends up being the question. do we have a mid session? Do we have a Mass Effect 2 fling, and then have an awkward situation in 3, or do we stay faithful? And I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna bother doing any of the other romances in this one or not. Leave them alone. You are into aliens? That's such an awkward way to ask that question. I kind of want to ask it though. Should I do it? Should I do it? I want to do it.
Are you attracted to other species?
Well, part of my job is predicting the motives and feelings of humans and
Like the idea of Shepard going like, "Oh God, ugh, that's disgusting. You're horrible." Like, you know, meanwhile side-eyeing the fact that she totally got down and dirty with Liara. Yeah, it has
Is
a
there
good.
anything I should know?
Nothing right now.
Okay.
Anything else, Commander?
Nope, that's all I needed.
I'll be here if you need anything.
All right. Let's go someplace. I don't think we have anything else to do on Omega at the moment. Nope. So we don't have. Were there other things, other places to go? Yes, there's a lot of other places to go in here. I'm thinking it might be an okay time. We've done a lot of missions and stuff. It might be an okay time to just go on a bit of a resource hunting, a round of doing some resource hunting. So let me make sure that I've got everything I can have from our fuel depot here. Yeah, we're good to go there. So let's go get some resources so we can do more of those researches without any issues. So we're here. Let's go ahead and go to Batala. Actually, that's one of the furthest ones away from us here. Enter the system. We might be able to go to a few of them before we ever have to come back, depending on how many probes we use. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, let's get some resources here. It's always worth it to get those resources. I always think it is anyway. And then, let's see, so this is the one where we want to do this so we can move quick when we're scanning. Go. Launch that probe. Get some element 0 out of it too. That's great. Oh. You can get the
Probe away.
pour. I know it's pour and we're going to leave it, but we're going to grab this real quick. Boom. Okay, so that's all we needed. And then, yeah, head back. Head back. Alright, so we got that one. 3 whole planets to explore here. Enter the orbit there. Start the scanner. Increase our DPS for the mouse so we can move fast. Oh wow, we kind of that spot on right there. All right. Ooh, that's some element 0. Isn't this the most exciting thing? Aren't you so glad you're sitting here on this stream for this? For me sitting here farming shit? I feel like if I were a better streamer, this is where I would know that I should like start telling stories and anecdotes and stuff, like it were some sort of radio show or something. But alas, I'm mediocre at best. Oh my gosh, there's so much good stuff here. I don't know if I even have any fun stories.
Probe away.
My life is straightforward. Like, I wouldn't call my life boring, but it's like my life is one of those lives where it's like fun and interesting for me, but I don't really live a weird crazy life that comes up with all kinds of weird wacky stories. Like my ma had a boss at one stage in my childhood. He was one of the coolest guys, and he was just one of those guys who had lived a life that just like he's the type of person where you wonder like, how did you get yourself into all of these situations? So he had so many wild stories to tell, you know. And it's like, I think part of it is he was just one of those guys who was really good at telling a story, like taking even like a story that might have even been almost, I don't want to say mundane, because it's not like any of his stuff was boring, nor do I think he was ever lying or overindulging or anything, but he just knew how to tell a story in a way that made anything seem really interesting to hear about. Like, he had all kinds of stories. Like, I know he fought in Vietnam, so he had all kinds of insane stories from that he would tell. And mind you, this was when I was a kid. This is when I was, God, when was the last time I would have seen him? Like, I mean, we met him, like, because he was the boss of my ma, of the job that my mom worked at, like when I was growing up. So it's like from a really young age. And we knew him, like we still know him, we're still kind of in touch, but he lives in a different state from us these days, so we don't hear from him a whole lot. But he maximize this one here. But yeah, he just was one of those guys. Like he would tell these stories to me, and I loved, like, because what would always happen, the way it would happen is like days when I had to be home from school for one reason or another. You know, and my parents couldn't at the time for one reason or another. Like usually it's because I was in school, so like I wasn't like accepted at any daycare at the moment. So like, you know, it wasn't even a matter of affording it. It was just a matter of like, you know, during school I wasn't part of any daycare system. So I would just go in with my ma, because he was a cool guy and it was a small business. It was a really small business. There were like 5 employees, you know, and my ma was just sort of she was one of the secretaries. And so the boss was super cool, and he would let my mom just bring me in. And so what would always happen is if it was a day when he was around, I would just sit there, and like he would let me just go and hang out with him in his office, and we would spend the day. Like I remember, I loved it. It was so exciting because if he wasn't around, my mom would let me bring in like my little N64 or whatever. Like we had there was a tiny portable TV that our family had that was like, at the time it was one of those small TVs. I don't even remember why we had it. I think it was like it would just sit in our guest room, but it was like one of those really, really small ones with a built-in VCR player. I remember that thing. I love that TV. And so she would let me bring that and my N64 so I could sit there and play video games all day. But if he was there, a lot of times he would take me, like I would just be like sitting there at his desk, and he would just tell me all these like crazy stories. And we're talking about a kid that's like in 1st and 2nd grade. Like stories that are wildly inappropriate. Like he would talk about all of the like having to all the different types of horrible traps and stuff that he would have to watch out for when he was in Vietnam. Like how they would have spears with like feces on it and stuff. You know, he would tell me stories about all that kind of stuff. As an elementary school kid, wildly inappropriate, but they were so like it was like he just knew how to tell a story, and it was so fascinating to listen to the things that he talked about. He taught me, I've never done it, but he taught me the principle behind doing a donut in your car, like when to throw when to throw the handbrake so that you could do a donut. So like I have the knowledge. I've never done it because I'm chicken shit, but like, you know, he was one of those cool guys, and he always knew how to tell a story. He was a really cool guy. Trying to think about what other cool stories he talked about. Like he was some of my favorite stories, because I've always been really into music. Oh, that's convenient. I used up the last of my probes to finish off that planet. That's great. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have pressed escape there. But I was really into music, and he was he still is an amazingly talented piano player. Like ridiculously talented, and he played. Okay, I gotta try and remember what it was. He was like an in-house pianist for was it the Muscle Shoals? I think it was Muscle Shoals, the recording studio that a lot of like southern rock blues types of artists would go to record their albums, and he like spent a year as like an in-house musician for them. So he had like all these cool stories about being like on backing tracks for songs. Like I don't remember which songs they were. I don't think they were like, when he was there, I don't think it was like any sort of, you know, songs that really had the longevity that we would recognize them today, because this was back in like the 70s and 80s, I think, when he was doing that. But like it's just like he's just, oh wait, no, that's not what I needed. He's just one of those guys that just, he's like lived so much life. And it was just, it was always fascinating to hear the things that he, you know, the stories he could tell. And it's like, man, if I can be someone who's half as cool as that one of these days, and just like always have a really kick-ass story to tell in any situation, like, boy, that's, I don't know, like, it's not the only way to live life. It's not the only way to mark a life that's successful, but like, you know, he was just such a cool person in my life when I was a kid. And like it really, like he really had a big influence on, you know, how I view life in terms of what counts, not what counts, but like what would make a life one that you could look back on and be like, yeah, what an awesome life I've lived. You know what I mean? So I don't know where I'm going with that story, but like, I guess really where I'm going with it is recognizing that I should, if I want to do that, I should first and foremost practice telling stories and anecdotes, right? Because that's half of it right there. Was just his ability to tell a story and weave a tale is so cool, so cool. So I guess that's like what I should do is I should start thinking about like cool things I've experienced and just be like, have I ever talked about this on the stream before? And so now I back myself in that corner. So now I got to put my money where my mouth is. I got to think about a cool instance in my life where it's like, you know, I don't know if I've ever told the story. Have I ever told? Okay, here we go. Here's a fun one. Have I ever told? I don't know how many stories I've told about the time when I spent a month living in Africa. I don't know. Oh shit, we got some resources. I don't know if I've really ever told many of those stories yet on my stream about when I was backpacking through Africa. I kind of backpacking. I don't know. That might be a little indulgent to say that I backpacked through Africa. But I did spend in my undergrad years when I was, how old would I have been? I would have only been 19. I was still a teenager at the time. It was my freshman year of college. And I was in my like introductory biology class, and the professor's like, "Hey, you know, every 4 years, I lead a study abroad trip where we backpack through Africa, and follow Livingstone's pathway through Zambia. You know, and we do research while we're there. We explore the cultures, and we enjoy that. And this was like I was just like some starry-eyed, you know, freshman, and I was just like, you know, and I like heard that, and I was like floored because I was like, he was like, any of you want to go? It doesn't matter what year you are. It doesn't matter whether or not you're doing research. We've got room for people to just be research assistants. If you want to go to Africa, come talk to me. We'll find a way to get you to go to Africa with us. And I was like floored as a freshman, because it's like those are the types of stories that you think of like are reserved for grad students. And here he was telling me, just like a little first year, you know, who like I hadn't even been expecting that I would be in his class. I remember I was in his class, introductory biology, because I hadn't substantially passed. I hadn't done well enough on my because in high school I had taken advanced placement biology, which if you do well enough, some colleges will accept as college credit, and I didn't do well enough, so I hadn't even been planning on being in that class, but I had to be. And so here I was, just like by random happenstances, you know, having a discussion, ready to have the opportunity as a freshman, first year in college, to go live in Africa for a month. So of course I fucking went up and talked to him. And lo and behold, that summer, there I am in Africa. And it was one of the coolest experiences of my life. And it's like one of those hard experiences though too, because you can't always like talk about it too much, because if you talk about it too much, it turns into that, like, you turn into that guy that I'm like, oh, he's talking about Africa again. Yeah, we get it. You had a cool experience. Get over yourself, right? So it's like, it's always an experience that I love talking about, but I try to not overindulge in telling stories about it, because I don't want people to think that, like, because I don't do it to like try and show off and be like, oh, I've had this opportunity, but it can come across that way. But I mean, if I haven't really told any stories, like I've got a lot of cool stories from that. You know, I can tap into that, and like, cause like every day was an adventure when we were there, cause we were there backpacking through, basically what it was is there was about three or four. There was like Lusaka. There were like 3 or 4 different locations. If I'm trying to remember exactly, like, and a lot of it kind of is like what constitutes a destination. But there were like, I think ultimately you could consider it 4, because like 2 of them were kind of in the same place, but one of them we spent like 2 or 3 nights in a village, and then we went to the national park. But we spent most of the time, basically what we would do is we had like a tour guide bus driver. What was his name? Charles was his name. He was a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Really bad at like keeping a time schedule, which wasn't great for our driver that was also like responsible for getting us to airports on time to leave from to leave and go home right on our flights. But he was a really cool guy, really nice guy. He was really helpful in helping us learn how to navigate Africa, because the culture is extremely different if you're not used to it. But basically, Charles was our bus driver, and he would take us, like he would bus us to these locations in Zambia specifically is where we were. And he would bus us to the locations, and then we would spend like a week or a week and a half, however much time we were going to be there, like traveling and backpacking through the national parks is basically how it went. And so it was really cool. You can imagine, as you can probably imagine, we experienced quite a few things by, just kind of roughing it, doing rustic camping. And I mean rustic camping through a lot of these places. It really was the experience of a lifetime. And I would not mind going back again one of these days. But it's like, all kinds of wacky shit happened. Like there was the time. Okay, so in Africa, in Zambia especially, the animals that we think around, here in America that we think of as like nuisance animals and stuff like that, for me, in the state that I live in Michigan, we consider deer to be a bit of a nuisance. Obviously, things like skunks and raccoons are. Oh shoot, I'm out of probes. All right, let's head back and get some more probes, and then we'll come back here. Those tend to be pretty common. Like varmints. Some people would put possums in that realm, but I think that's unfair. I think possums are actually really helpful. But like those are the types of like overpopulated, like overabundant creatures and stuff. And some of those kind of line up in Africa. In Africa, they have, it's not like white-tailed deer, but it's like, they have kudu and puku, tend to be pretty overabundant animals, deer-like creatures. And like instead of raccoons, they kind of have like mongooses, tend to be pretty pesty creatures. But one of the most common pest creatures that like would be wild, especially for someone from America, such as myself, to consider as a pest or a varmint, is baboons. They have, like, baboons are everywhere in the national parks, and because they're in national parks, which are like are heavy with tourists, they have no inhibitions about being near and around humans. So they become just complete and utter nuisances. And like they were always there. You always had to lock up your car because they were smart enough. They had their opposable thumbs. They were smart enough to open up your car and rifle through it to find food and stuff. So you had to lock up your car all the time. For us it was the bus. We had to make sure the bus was always locked up. Otherwise our crap would be, rooted through. But the biggest problem for us was in a lot of those campgrounds, because we were camping, we were roughnecking it, so we had our tents and everything. Is most of them had figured out how to work a zipper, so our tents weren't even safe. Our tents weren't safe, so we had to find ways to like be extra sneaky about hiding important things. Like we had a locked chest for our food, so they couldn't get after our food when we were there, like as a group. But we had to be kind of sneaky for ourselves, and either carry really important, valuable items with us at all times, which wasn't a big deal because we all had our backpacks and stuff. So that's what most of us did. But some people would try to just like hide or like find ways to sort of like subtly lock up their important things. And there was one time there was one of the campgrounds I remember we were staying there, and the baboons were particularly nosy in that area, and they got into someone's tent and found her medications. And thankfully the monkeys didn't, or the baboons, didn't understand really what they had, and so it's not like you have to work with a thief who's like gonna find that stuff and sell it on the black market or anything. But you did have to worry about them just playing with that stuff and stealing it and throwing it all over the place, which is kind of what they did. So this poor girl in our camp, we get back there and we see her tent like unzipped, wide open, you know, the baboons have come and gone. You know, they're long gone at that point in time by the time we get back there. But all of her stuff is thrown around, and mercifully, they didn't go any deeper into the Ziploc bag with her medications, but they had thrown her bag of medications, you know, about a good 30 feet away. So we come back and we see all this stuff thrown around, and she starts panicking. You know, she has to find her medications and stuff. She had at least been smart enough to keep like her visa and her passport and stuff in her pack that we were walking around with. That's pretty much what all of us did for those types of things, because it's like, it's one thing if you lose your cell phone or whatever in Africa, because most of us didn't really have the ability to even use our cell phones. It was massively expensive to do the international phone calls and stuff, but we would keep them with us and everything, because, you know, when we get back to America, calling loved ones and stuff to get ourselves picked up from the airport and all that was important. But like, you know, it's one thing if you lose your cell phone. It's like, well, that's a bummer, but, you know, at any airport, really, you can find just like a crappy burner just for the sake of getting home. You can find a payphone. It's not a big deal. But like your passport and stuff like that, like you need that. You need that to get home. So we made sure to keep that stuff close by. But like, who would think that you would have to protect your medications from a bunch of baboons? Because it's like, it's not like food. It's not like they would be into that. But lo and behold, there we were. And it's just, it was such a wild experience. It's such a wild experience having to think about that. You know, because when, you know, or where in America would you ever think about having to, you know, keep your medications on your person because some, you know, like, it's not a concern. It's not a concern that a raccoon is going to break into your house and chuck your medications all around your front yard. You know, it's such a wild experience. It's so funny. So funny. I was lucky. I never had to deal with that because I only had one medication. I've been very fortunate in my life that I don't really have medications that I have to take regularly, other than occasionally I've been on like anxiety and depression medications, which I'm not on presently, but you know, I've had to do that in the past. But at the time, in Africa, the only medications that I had were my malaria medications. So I only had one pill bottle, so I just kept that with me. I just threw that in my pack, and I was like, I'm not messing around with this stuff. And you know, it was that incident too that kind of reinforced that idea. I was like, oh boy, this is the smart way to go about this one here. So I don't know. That was like, there's just one story I've got so many of them from my time in Africa. It's so much fun. So much fun, that trip. I would love to go back again, but it's the type of trip too that I don't know that I would ever do it on my own. Like, I like solo traveling a lot, but for me, solo travel is kind of reserved, at least in my headspace, it's reserved for local travel. International travel, I don't know that I would ever want to do international travel solo, just because in an unfamiliar land where I just don't have the same resources, you know, and the same knowledge and understanding of how things work. And I suppose like going to, you know, as an American, going to Canada wouldn't be that big of a deal. I mean, I guess technically I have traveled independently. I've driven through Canada to get from, you know, Michigan to New York. That's like the most direct route. So like, I've done that before. So I guess technically you could say I've done international travel that way. But that's a very different thing, because Canadian lifestyle is just like, in terms of day-to-day functions, not really a whole lot different. You know, the accent's a little different. You know, and the currency's a little different, but it's pretty directly translatable, and it's pretty easy to, you know, to get by in an emergency on your own. But like, going to specifically, like in particular, thinking about traveling internationally. I know it's poor, but I'm gonna get that one more. Yeah, well, it's not just stayed. It's not just stayed, John. This mechanic has been beefed up. It was not nearly this robust of a planet scanning thing in Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 1 is just you click to scan it and they tell you that like you found a Turian insignia. At least in this one you get something that's much more functional. Like, you use this stuff for the upgrades. So like, it's more important, but it is also very tedious. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. But yeah, like, international travel, if I'm going to a land where I don't speak, like, it's not my native language, even if I take the time to at least have like a tourist's knowledge of, you know, where is the hotel, where is this museum, where is a bathroom, things like that, you know, like I would always want to understand that. But if I don't natively speak the language, I would not want to travel there solo. Some people love doing that, and I say more power to them, and I think that's a very brave and a very cool thing to do. But I just don't know that I would ever be comfortable with that, because the concept of potentially, like, if I lose my passport, you know, if I lose my visa or something like that, and I find myself in trouble like that without having backup, without having someone who can help me, you know, from the outside navigate getting a hold of the embassy or whatever, to figure out, you know, what to do in that situation, man, I'd be uncomfortable with that. I'd be very uncomfortable with that, you know, with that level of unknown. So, you know, I would love to go back to Africa one day. I think that would be it's such an amazing experience. I would love to do it again. Ooh, we got an anomaly. Hold on, we'll get there. We'll get there. But first, I gotta find all of the. I know there's an anomaly, but first things first, I'm going away from it. Because I want to find. I understand how it works, game. I want to get all of the resources first. Yeah, I would love to go back to Africa. I would really love that. Because it was such a valuable experience. Because like everything about, like, especially we're talking like Central Africa. I was in Zambia. Everything about that place, life there is just completely different than here in America. It's like it's so different. You know, the way culture is, the languages they speak, you know, they largely speak English, but like there are so many different tribal languages and dialects that are there. There's hundreds of them. And it just like it was such an as for someone who was like young, you know, at the time when I went, someone who was as young and naive as I was, it was such a transformative experience, and it was such an important one in me sort of like understanding what it actually means to say and to understand that there are so many different walks of life on this earth. You know, like, oh, I'm out of probes. Oh, shoot, that means I gotta go back and freaking, god damn it. Hold on, I gotta go back before I get into this anomaly. Yeah, it's like, I highly recommend it too. Highly recommend it to anyone who has the chance. Do some international travel. Learn what it's like elsewhere in the world. I cannot stress enough how important that has been to me, and how important I think it would be to anyone, in opening my mind, expanding my my perspectives and my understanding of where different people are coming from, even from inside of my own country. You know, just being able to see how different life can be for anyone at all in this world. Like I attribute that trip greatly to my willingness to just hear out other opinions and stuff, you know, because it's just like it hammers home so completely how different life can be, and the fact that those differences in opinions and perspectives are rarely due to anything sinister, and 100% just due to different life experiences that people have, you know, and different places that people come from in life. So okay, I'm gonna take care of this anomaly, and then we're reaching the end of my scheduled stream time for the day. I've got other stuff I gotta get ready to do today, so I'm gonna do this anomaly. Of course we're gonna take my boy Garrus with us. I don't know. I'm gonna give him his. I kind of want to let him keep his damaged armor. But yeah, of course I'm gonna keep my boy Garrus with me. I think I'm gonna do Garrus and Jacob, just because I think they would be buds. Okay, let's see. Oh shit! I got 2 points. Baby. I'm gonna do this one just because, again, it increases my Paragon and Renegade points, and getting those early is valuable. So we're gonna go for that. And then I do want to check and make sure we've got good weapon options selected for these guys. There's the Matic, the Vindicator. I don't know. I kind of want to give him the Matic. I don't know. Just aesthetically speaking, I like the looks of that one. And then Jacob. What's Jacob got? We gave him the Katana, but didn't we? Yeah, we looked up. Was it the Eviscerator that we looked up? I'm gonna give him the Eviscerator. Let's see what that does for him. And then, but I know we gave him the hand cannon, right? Yeah, we gave him the hand cannon. That's perfect. Okay. All right, yeah, let's do that. Let's see what we got here. I forget what this anomaly is. I forget what this is supposed to be. I hope this isn't too long. Like, schedule-wise, I'm supposed to only have like 15 more minutes, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alrighty then. Let's see here. I have no recollection of what this is. Not at all. Not a bit. Not a bit of recollection. We'll find out though.
Hostile.
Oh god! Garrus, buddy. You know, standing downrange and all that shit. Why does this game refuse to like automatically cock the sniper rifle? What a weird thing to think about. You know, I have to cock my sniper rifle before I use it. Yeah, reload. Ow.
Impact shot.
Go. Come on, guys. Help me out here. Got her. Ugh. What a wretched noise. Don't do that. Don't do that anymore, you dying individual. This is gross, and I do not like it. Subject ID, Eclipse, target Agent Rawlings some time ago. We know Rawlings is connected with the encrypted data we acquired. The data could conclusively prove Cerberus' involvement in Arachni experiments. We believe Rawlings possesses a cipher that can be used to decrypt the data without a cipher. The data could take years for Eclipse to decode. Agent Rawlings proved difficult to capture. Oh wait, we lost a lot of men to obtain this asset. Interrogation has failed. Despite some of our most advanced interrogation techniques, Agent Rawlings managed to evade our questions. When we applied more invasive methods, he proved resistant to those as well. Eventually, Agent Rawlings' resistance caused tempers to flare. Consider it unfortunate that Agent Rawlings did not live to pass on the cipher. We have men working to decipher the encryption now. As long as we control this data, its mere existence remains a powerful tool against Cerberus. Okay, so we're helping Cerberus not get taken down, I guess, with this one. Circle and circle, that's good. Wait, what was this one again? That goes there and there. Let's see here, that one goes with that one, and that one goes with that one. There we go. Bypassed. Alright, give me that money. Give me that moolah, baby. Oh, what the F? Go. So many of them. Hold up. There's literally no reason for me to not be using this stuff ever. Like, it does nothing but boost my attacks and abilities here, so I really ought to be smarter and better about using these things. Oh wow, there you go. They took care of them. There we go.
Fire in the hole.
Alright, and now that they're armored, I'm gonna try and swap over to. Oh my goodness gracious. Cryo ammo. Damn it, I want to get the kill. I want to get the kill. Thank you. My kill. That's my kill. I want that kill. I want that kill. Okay, is there anything? Ooh, refined palladium. Oh, platinum. It's not palladium, it's platinum. Even better. Even better, that's exciting. Alright, hold on. I wanted to check through this door real quick. Oops, no. Come on. There we go. I want to check and see what's through this door before I go through that other one. I think that other one's ultimately where I need to go. Yeah, but we got some free stuff here. You know I'm going to bypass this. You know I won't bypass the chance to bypass this. Okay, there we go. And then there. There we go. Okay. Free crap. That's what we want. That's really all I'm in it for. The Shepherd doesn't care about saving the world or stopping the Reapers. Shepherd just wants all the free shit you can loot when you kill everyone else and that's nearby. It's just that going this route and pursuing this mission presently is the best option for her to be able to kill a bunch of people to do exactly that. Okay, that one and that one. Let's see here. That's the... Okay. That one and that one. That one, that one, that one, and that one. There we go. Open the door. Gotta open the door. Open the door. Oh, there's our dead person.
This computer contains the encrypted intelligence extracted from the captured Cerberus agent.
Oh
The
no.
information could
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. We gotta decide. Like, see, and this is kind of the thing where it's like a little frustrating because like the writers have sort of predetermined what the good action is, and so you have to just either agree with it or not. That's kind of frustrating because I don't know that like I almost think that this would be the best option. Recover it and hold on to it before we either, you know, bolster Cerberus or leave them out to dry. Like, I feel like that would be the better one, but clearly it wants us to upload to the Alliance. Like, it considers being loyal to the Alliance the better thing. And I'm going to do it just because we're trying to do like a Paragon run. So we're just going to do that. There we go. That was quick enough. That's perfect. That's actually perfect timing. Perfect timing. I am going to go ahead and save. Save that game. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, looking at my time, I think I gotta be saying my farewells and calling it a stream here. I liked this format though. I kind of like being able to do just 2 streams one after the other. I think it's gonna be a bit easier. It'll be easier for us to get more done for writing. It'll be a bit easier to get through games in a quick fashion, especially since I tend to be pretty thorough when I'm playing games. So I'm excited about the possibility for this to just make it easier to provide more content for people. So yeah, I'm encouraged by this, and I think it'll be fun. I enjoyed it, and I'm pleased my voice managed to hold up. I was really worried my voice would give out. I mean, my throat is certainly tired from being a commentator on so much stuff for so long in a row, but it was fun. It was fun, and I enjoy it. So yeah, we'll keep trying this for a while. We'll do the same format tomorrow. For now, I'm gonna hold the same format, where it's like from 11:30 to 1:30, roughly thereabout, will be writing streams, and then from 1:30 to 3:30 will be video games. I'm gonna hold to that rough schedule as a baseline, just so that way we can get consistent audiences based on what they're interested in. That way people don't have to try and remember and juggle back and forth about like what time is what for what streams and stuff. It's just like it's always available there at those times, and it's going to be again Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then Saturdays will be very schedule dependent on whether or not I stream for them. It'll be kind of like as long as nothing else gets scheduled for me in my other walks of life, then I will stream on Saturdays as well, kind of as my baseline. The other thing about it too, though, is like with increasing and doing more streams, it is more likely that I will have to, you know, sort of on a whim or at random, like cancel a stream or end a stream early, particularly the video game ones, just because I do still have my day job to contend with. I'm really increasing my hours on Wednesday, which is why I won't be streaming on Wednesdays at all, just because it'll be much busier. So I'm really increasing the amount of work I'm doing there, which kind of gives me more freedom to do these extra streaming hours on the other days of the week. That said, my job also requires that I be ready to answer the phone and go out and handle complaints, handle emergencies, handle that kind of stuff, be available for meetings and all that stuff during standard business hours. That's just sort of an expected thing. So it's I doubt I'll have to rely on it too much. I'm thinking for the most part, canceling streams will be very heavily dependent on just knowing when my meeting schedule is. Like, that'll most likely be the reason, but I don't know. That's the caveat with it, is doing it this way is I may have to cut streams off abruptly, just moving forward. So just, we'll just give it a shot and we'll see how this works out. But I'm encouraged by how well today went, and I'm hoping that it will continue to work out well. Yeah, thanks to anyone who stopped by either earlier today or here for the video games. Like I was just kind of going through, same time, same place tomorrow for all of it. I think it'll be fun stuff. I think it'll be really fun. Again, I did mention it. I do have a Discord now. So if you're interested in sort of working on building a community, I know there's been a big push for that, particularly with my writing streams, and I think it would be really fun to have just sort of some, like a little community of homebrew and DM, D&D dungeon masters and whatnot, sort of having just discussion threads that we can, in a smaller community, talk about ideas we have, people needing tips and all that kind of stuff. So there's a Discord server there. Follow the link, go to the welcome thing and follow the instructions to get yourself verified. I did set it up so that you have to be verified to really participate in it, and that's just to make sure that bots don't overrun it. I don't know. I have no idea how common that is, but I read up that that's a thing to contend with. So we have that going on. What else is there? I think that's all I got for announcements for this week. Check the schedule to see if you missed me talking about what's coming up when. I'll try and make sure I keep my announcements tab up to date in terms of canceled streams and stuff like that. That'll probably be the easiest way rather than having to go through and change the schedule thing every single time. So pay attention to that. Yeah, the only other thing I guess is just as like I always say, do me a favor, guys. You're cool people when you're in my chat. I appreciate that. So, but go out and be cool people outside of the chat too. You know, like the world is always better when we are good to each other and when we take care of each other. I very passionately believe in that. So do me a favor and be cool people outside of the streams as well. I know I try to be. So, but after that, that's all I got. That's all I got for today. I'm so glad all of y'all who did stop by chose to stop by. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again next time. So until then, take care of yourselves, and we will see you tomorrow, I suppose. I suppose that's when I got my next stream coming. So yeah, we'll see you then. We'll see you when. See you when? See you then. I don't know. Fuck it. You guys are cool people. I appreciate all of you. I'll catch you later. But the stream's ending now, so I'll say goodbye and we'll click end stream.